Goggles optional.
In this study, the researchers developed a new, simple, and cheap DNA test to check your risk of cancer relapse. Actually, they worked with tumor and blood samples from early-stage breast cancer patients who had received chemotherapy followed by surgery and who had potentially been cured of their disease.
Right. So for these patients, when they went through their surgery and before chemotherapy, they took their tumor and they sequenced it. So what they were looking for were the kind of DNA mutations that you often find associated with cancer and that we think cause cancer. So like your tumor DNA is going to have something weird and wrong with it that you wouldn't find in a normal non-cancerous
There's
cell.
some sequence that is like, reproduce like crazy and don't be normal.
Right. Exactly. And what that tests for is those cancer cells that maybe weren't killed the first time around, because you only need a few cancer cells and your cancer can come back.
Okay, so it's pretty much like cancer bed bugs. So you think you've cleaned your whole house and you're living in a bed bug-free environment, and you only need sort of like one childhood teddy bear that's hosting, a harmless couple of bed bugs that just sort of made it through the cleaning process, but that can start the infestation all over again.
Yeah, so you better catch those remaining bed bugs early, otherwise you are going to have to firebomb your entire house after your house is overrun with bed bugs again.
Essentially, what the researchers developed here is a tool to find infinitely tiny bed bugs in a 200-room mansion in an afternoon. I like how we compare our body to a 200-room mansion. The largest of houses on the hill.
The grandest.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember, they did this a lot on MTV where they'd go into someone's room with like a black light and it would like show the stains, right?
No.
It's like really fast to do. It's like if you had like a black light that just picked up the presence of bed bugs.
And also, what I find great in this study is how they tackle this problem using nothing more than blood samples and routine DNA diagnostic methods.
So what the researchers did was they were looking for these remaining cancer bed bugs. And the black light they used to look for these bed bugs was a very simple DNA test that looked for the presence of these mutations that we would only expect to find in their cancer cells. And they did find these mutations coming back in several of the women. And at the time of the study, 12 of the 15 women who were identified as having these mutations coming back in their blood experienced cancer relapse, but they were able to detect the mutation on average of 8 months before they developed symptoms. So that's a lot earlier than we can detect through traditional methods. And it also shows how great this tool can be at predicting cancer relapse.